All right, welcome back, everyone. 53 days until Christmas. Hard to believe here. So between now and Black Friday, the holiday shopping season is going to really start ramping up. You're going to see those stores being jam-packed. Online stores too, and we want to make sure you are prepared for any scams that may be heading your way. So joining me now is Kit Letcher, President and CEO of the Better Business Bureau of Central Oklahoma. Kit, thank you for joining us here.
Thank you. Good morning.
Very important advice we got to give out to our viewers this morning because a lot of people are going to be shopping here. First, though, I want to talk about this. This is going to be an interesting shopping season, I'm assuming, with inflation and everything going on with a shortage of supplies and goods. How's that going to affect consumers' buying habits?
You know, I think the biggest thing we want people to do is start early, actually, so they are able to take their time, do their research, make sure that they are buying the products they intend to purchase, and it's not a last-minute scramble, and then they're making deals and trying to make impulse purchases and really being taken advantage of. So this is a great season to really start early.
Yeah, that's where you get in trouble if you're scrambling at the last minute. So I want to run through some things here that we got to look out for. First, you say that we should research before we buy. Talk about that.
Absolutely. So a lot of times where we see people fall into a trap is when they click on what we call clickbait, where it's an ad that gets served up to you, whether it's on a social media page or maybe your internet browser or even coming into your own email. And it takes you to a link of something that maybe you've recently viewed, but it's not actually that reputable site that you think that you're going to, or even the product that you recently researched. So making sure that you're starting at the source. So going to the actual website where you intend to make that purchase and doing your research ahead of time.
Yeah, because those impersonation scams, those
they happen.
Things that look like they're real and they're not, they're all over the place.
Yeah, and you see really good kind of internet stories about how people ordered something and they show you the picture of what they ordered and then they show you the picture of what they actually received, and they look completely different because either they didn't read the description or the description was misleading. So that's why going through a reputable site to start with is really important.
Along those same lines, if you see something, and I've come across this so many times on the internet, it looks like an amazing deal, but oftentimes if it's too good to be true, it's often too good to be true.
Absolutely is. Every single time, that should be your #1 red flag. If it's too good to be true, don't purchase it. And a lot of times those like warranties and claims that they make, whether it's expedited shipping, free shipping, just some of the things that really cut down on your cost, you may see later because of false advertising.
Making sure the website is secure is a big thing here. How do you make sure a website is secure when you log on to it?
Yeah, so whenever you're going through the process, HTTPS at the very beginning of a website will tell you if it is secure or not. But also whenever you're making payments, using a more secure way of purchasing by using your credit cards, but also even going through something like PayPal to make sure that your information is more secure so you're not putting your information directly into that website.
A credit card versus debit card, is there one that's safer than the other?
Absolutely use a credit card. Yeah, you have a lot more kind of recourse if something does happen, even if it's something that you purchased that was legitimate, but then you ended up returning it, or something happens along the way. Making sure that you put that purchase on a credit card will give you a lot more leverage with those companies. And when you pay with a debit card, it's coming directly out of your bank account. It's much harder to get those fees back.
What about social media? I see the ads all the time on Instagram. You're scrolling through and they're selling this or they're selling that.
Right.
What about those? How careful should we be when it comes to social media ads?
You know, that's one, it's really tricky because a lot of reputable companies do have ads on social media and on Instagram especially. And so starting with really where I like to start is the comments that are on that ad and seeing what people have to say directly to that company. But then when you go back to your internet search, starting with the company, starting with the product that you wanted to purchase and kind of rerouting yourself through the actual website instead of the Instagram ad, it's going to be a lot more secure and a lot more safe for you to do it that way because somebody could have created a phony website or kind of a fake website, something that's mirroring what is a legitimate website. So going back to the original source will save you a lot of time and heartache.
Good advice there. One thing we were talking about here in the studio, tracking information and shipping information, that can be faked pretty easily.
Absolutely, yeah. And we see it all the time now with impersonation scams really on the rise where you'll get an email that says, hey, your Amazon package is on its way and we had an additional charge, or we tried to deliver it, but we need you to click on this link. And if you didn't order something and you're getting an unsolicited email, that should be a red flag. Do not click on those links because that could reroute you, take you to a different website, and it has you put in information, maybe pay additional charges. So really knowing what you purchased, going back to the original site, anytime that you get those unsolicited links, don't click on them, because it really takes you down a rabbit hole, and it's a way of companies being able to do a lot of identity theft and getting information that you wouldn't typically give out.
Yeah, as enticing as those links are,
Yeah.
do not click on them. That is for sure.
Well, and a lot of times if you get an email that says, hey, we think your password's been compromised, make sure that you're looking at where that email came from. So a lot of times you'll see maybe spelling mistakes in that email, or it looks just a little bit different than the original sender's email. So that's where you also, if you're worried about the integrity of any passwords or sites that you log into, going back to the original again and making sure that you log in that way rather than clicking on the links.
Very, very good advice. Any other pieces of advice here as we wrap up?
Yeah, the last thing I would say is, when you're checking out a business, make sure you go to bbb.org to check out that business. And if you think you have been a victim of a scam or want to check out the authenticity of something that you're using, bbb.org/scam tracker is a really great tool to use. We're partnering with Amazon this year to build a more robust website. So that scam tracker portion of our website has a lot of information, and you can put in keyword searches to actually find if this is a scam that you've fallen a victim to.
And as you can see there, we have all this information as well in the As Seen On section of our KOCO app. As I said before we started this interview, we were talking here in studio. It's tough out here in these internet streets.
It is. It really is.
You got to be really, really careful.
Yeah.
So we appreciate the advice this morning.
Thank you so much, Jason.